Here is a short transfer process video. First, dampen your slab so it can be moist when its time is ready. It's not perfectly cut. It can be slightly bigger than what you need. We're going to use our initial background color glaze to cover our design, so make sure that your brush isn't full of water. You are going to carefully open the lid. You have shaken it beforehand, making sure the lid was on before you shook it. When you put your first coat on it, you're going to use a nice amount of glaze. You're going to wait about a minute. You're going to recoat it with a second coat. And then when you're done with that, you're going to immediately take care of your glaze. You're going to wipe the lip down, you're going to put the lid on, making sure that it's on level and screwed on so nothing spills. Right? You get one shot at doing your transfer, so take your time when you are placing it down on your clay. You cannot set it down and then pick it up and move it around. You're going to do a light rubbing. You're going to notice I've speed up this video a lot in here. Then I really want the glaze underneath to transfer onto the clay, so I need to get the backside moist as well. One of the reasons we use newsprint is because it's very permeable. So I dampen my sponge and I am gently rubbing and kind of dabbing. You're going to see the design start to come through. Now it hasn't released yet. There needs to be some time with some pressure and some additional water. So I like to get a wood tool that has a round edge and I am rubbing. Now I'm not rubbing super hard that I rip the paper, but I am rubbing hard enough that you will actually see indents in the clay. Okay, it looks from this video that I am not giving any pressure, but I am. If you look closely, you're going to see that the clay is slightly indenting. Okay, and you are going to spend a good, for this size, 5-6 minutes systematically going to all the areas and rubbing in the clay. What you should ultimately see is a change in the color of the clay because it's being released from the paper. You will dampen the sponge and you will dampen your newsprint a few times. Now if you try to pull it back too soon, all of the glaze isn't going to be released, right? So you really want to spend time working on it before you pull back. See what happens if you do not keep rubbing. So I'm showing you that in this video, but your goal would be to keep going so that you don't end up with a piece that's missing a bunch, all right? So good luck and enjoy the process.